Welcome to the YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub, your one-stop solution for expert guidance, best practices, and actionable knowledge in the world of contact centers. Explore, learn, and enhance contact center skills. In this session, we'll map the key performance metrics that define the success of an inbound call journey. From call volume and IVR containment to service level, speed of answer, handle time, first call resolution, and customer satisfaction, each metric tells a story about efficiency, responsiveness, and the overall customer experience. We'll break down what each metric means, why it matters, and how it's measured. Then, we'll bring it all to life with a real-world calculative scenario to see how these numbers translate into actionable insights for your contact center. Let's get started by exploring the metrics that power every customer interaction. Let's start with the most fundamental metric, call volume. Call volume represents the total number of calls received by the contact center within a specific period. This includes every call, whether it was answered by an agent, abandoned by the customer, or handled entirely within the IVR system without reaching an agent. Tracking call volume is critical because it forms the foundation for workforce planning, staffing decisions, and performance analysis. A sudden spike might indicate a service issue or a new product launch, while a drop could signal seasonal patterns or changes in customer behavior. In short, call volume gives leaders a clear picture of demand and helps align resources with customer needs effectively. Next, we have the IVR containment rate, a critical metric for measuring self-service efficiency. This metric shows the percentage of calls resolved completely within the interactive voice response system without ever reaching a live agent. It's calculated using the formula IVR containment rate is equal to IVR resolved calls divided by total calls times 100. A high containment rate indicates that the IVR system is well designed and effective, allowing customers to handle simple tasks like balance inquiries or order status checks quickly without waiting for an agent. However, it's important to balance automation with customer experience, ensuring customers can still easily reach a live agent when their issue is more complex. Let's move to the next metric, queue abandonment rate. This metric measures the percentage of callers who hang up before their call is answered by an agent. It reflects customer frustration and gives insight into queue wait times and call center responsiveness. The formula is straightforward. Queue abandonment rate is equal to abandoned calls divided by total calls entered queue times 100. A high abandonment rate often signals long wait times, staffing shortages, or inefficient call routing. Reducing this metric is critical because abandoned calls represent missed opportunities to assist customers, resolve issues, and build loyalty. Next, we focus on one of the most critical contact center metrics, service level, often referred to as SL. Service level measures the percentage of calls answered within a predefined time threshold. A common goal might be answering 80% of calls within 0 seconds, though this standard can vary by industry or business need. The formula is service level is equal to calls answered within threshold divided by total calls answered times 100. A strong service level ensures customers spend minimal time waiting and signals operational efficiency. Leaders track this metric closely because it directly influences customer satisfaction, staffing models, and workforce planning decisions. Next, we come to average speed of answer, or ASA, a key metric that reflects how quickly customers are connected to an agent after entering the queue. The calculation is simple. ASA is equal to total wait time of answered calls divided by number of answered calls. This metric tells us the average time a caller waits before their call is picked up. A low ASA means callers are connected quickly, creating a positive experience right from the start. But a high ASA can signal staffing shortages, unexpected call spikes, or process inefficiencies, all of which need prompt attention to keep customer satisfaction high. Next, we come to average handle time, or AHT, one of the most widely used metrics in any contact center. AHT measures the total time spent on each call, covering three components: talk time, the time spent speaking with the customer; hold time, when the customer is on hold during the call; and after call work, or ACW, the time agents spend wrapping up tasks after the call ends. The formula is AHT is equal to total talk time plus total hold time plus total after call work divided by total calls handled. A balanced AHT indicates agents are efficient yet thorough, resolving customer issues without rushing or unnecessary delays. Now let's focus on first call resolution, or FCR, a metric that directly reflects the effectiveness and quality of customer support. FCR measures the percentage of calls resolved on the very first interaction, without requiring any follow-up or additional calls from the customer. The formula is FCR is equal to calls resolved in first contact divided by total calls answered times 100. A high FCR rate indicates that agents are well-trained, processes are efficient, and customers are getting their issues resolved quickly and completely, leading to higher satisfaction and reduced call volumes. And finally, we come to one of the most important metrics, customer satisfaction, often measured as CSAT or Net Promoter Score, NPS. CSAT reflects how customers feel about their experience right after the interaction. It is typically measured through post-call surveys, where customers rate their satisfaction on a scale, for example, 1 to 5. The formula for CSAT is CSAT is equal to number of positive ratings divided by total survey responses times 100. A high CSAT or NPS score means customers are happy with the service, while a low score signals that improvements are needed in processes, training, or customer experience strategies. Now, let's bring these metrics to life with a real-world example from a bank's contact center handling credit card billing calls during one busy hour. In this hour, the center received 500 inbound calls. Of these, 100 calls were fully resolved in the IVR system, no agent needed. The remaining 400 calls entered the queue. Out of these, 40 customers abandoned the call before speaking to an agent, while 360 calls were answered. Of the calls answered, 280 were picked up within 20 seconds, meeting the service level target. For those 360 answered calls, customers spent a total of 5,400 seconds waiting in the queue. During conversations, agents logged 12,600 seconds of talk time, 1,800 seconds on hold, and 3,600 seconds completing after-call work. Out of all the answered calls, 320 were resolved on the first contact, and 180 customers completed a post-call survey, with 150 providing positive feedback. This dataset gives us everything we need to calculate key performance metrics, from service level to first call resolution and customer satisfaction, and see exactly how the center performed during this hour. Let's analyze the bank's contact center performance for that 1 hour window using the data provided. We start with call volume. A total of 500 inbound calls came in during the hour, giving us the baseline demand. Next, the IVR containment rate. Out of 500 calls, 100 were fully resolved in the IVR. That's 20%, showing how many customers were served without needing an agent. The queue abandonment rate comes next. Of the 400 calls that entered the queue, 40 callers hung up before speaking to an agent. That's 10%, indicating where long waits may be frustrating customers. Moving to service level, Of the 360 calls answered by agents, 280 were picked up within the 20-second target. That's 77.8%, just below the classic 80 to 20 goal many centers use. The average speed of answer paints a clearer picture. The total wait time was 5,400 seconds for those 360 calls, which means callers waited an average of 15 seconds before connecting to an agent. For average handle time, or HT, we add talk time, hold time, and after-call work, a total of 18,000 seconds across 360 calls. That's 50 seconds per call, showing highly efficient call handling. The first call resolution rate was strong. 320 of the 360 calls were resolved on the first contact, an impressive 88.9%. Finally, customer satisfaction. Out of 180 survey responses, 150 were positive, giving us 83.3% CSAT, a healthy sign of customer approval. Together, these metrics provide a clear, data-driven view of call center performance, from self-service success and wait times to resolution quality and customer satisfaction. Now let's translate these numbers into actionable insights. First, the average speed of answer at just 15 seconds shows customers aren't waiting long, which is a strong performance indicator. However, the service level at 77.8% falls slightly below the 80% target. This suggests staffing or scheduling adjustments might be needed to consistently meet service goals. On the positive side, first call resolution at 88.9% tells us agents are solving most issues effectively on the very first interaction, a key driver of customer satisfaction. Speaking of satisfaction, CSAT stands at 83%, a healthy score, but one that could improve further through enhanced empathy and soft skills training for agents. Finally, the 10% abandonment rate indicates some customers are still dropping off before speaking to an agent, possibly signaling that even short wait times feel too long for certain callers. These insights help leaders identify what's working well and where targeted improvements can deliver even better customer experiences. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. See you in the next video.